A Quiet Place is exciting non-stop suspense thriller with some problems. Spoiler alert, you've been warned. First thing is, we don't know too much about the creatures. It looks like the creatures are some kind of alien from outer space. It appears that they have taken over the world and wiped out the military and most of the population. The movie is basically set in an apocalyptic world. Obviously, this family somehow survived, and we see that there are a few other people survive in the world. There's a scene in this movie where this old man, but we don't know too much about this old man and his dead wife. I guess it just tells us that there are other people who survive and struggle to live daily. In the beginning of the scene, it appears that Lee, character, is communicating on top of the tower by lighting a fire. But the movie doesn't really explain why he's doing it and who is he communicating with. A Quiet Place is a very well executed movie, but there are lots of plot holes which made me frustrated, especially with the dad. Dad's supposed to protect the family, but when you think about it, he didn't do a good job.
Who are we? If we can't protect them, you have to protect them. Promise me. You will protect them.
First of all, if you live in a very dangerous world where you can't make any sound, would you do a better job to not to get pregnant? They ended up preparing for months for survival of the baby. And obviously, everything goes wrong. They have created so many problems and risk safety of the other family members by getting pregnant. It is one of those selfish things they did to the family. It's really disheartening to see a baby stuck in a coffin-like box right after he was born. If you're the dad, why would you leave the pregnant wife alone near the due date in this dangerous world? The nail that stick out of the stairs of the basement caused a lot of damage to the pregnant wife. But the problem is that the nails on the stairs are nailed from top down. You might see the top of the nail pulled loose, but it will never puncture the feet like it did in the movie. At the same time, when the dad noticed the nail on the stairs, first thing he would do is remove it so that the other members of the family wouldn't get hurt by it. He just left it there. In the opening scene, you see a little one get snatched up by the creature. It appears that he's still too young to understand the dangerous environment he's in. Knowing that, why would you let the youngest one follow them at the very end of the line? Dad or mom's supposed to be the last one of the line, so he or she can watch over the kids, especially the youngest one. We see later in the movie that they are able to speak softly around the river and even scream near the waterfall because the creatures are used to the sound of nature. So why don't you live near a river or a waterfall? They even travel long distance to get the fish from the river.
You're alright.
The creature appears to be easily distracted by any sound. So why not set up speakers or horns all over the area and blast them remotely? In fact, I would have some fun with the creatures, blast the music randomly and just watch the creatures run in circles all day. We see that there are lots of electrical equipments in the basement and the lights are hung all over the house. So where does electricity come from? If it's from the generator, wouldn't generator make lots of noise? It is really frustrating to see how the dad died. I understand that he sacrificed himself to protect the kids, but the way he died, it didn't really make sense to me. When the dad saw the creature on top of the roof, why didn't he try to kill it? Obviously, the creature haven't seen him yet. Only thing he has to do is just stay silent. Kids eventually roll down the hill inside the truck to their home. A truck rolling down the hill in high speed makes a lot of noise. It should have attracted more creatures to the house by following the truck. Finally, the deaf daughter accidentally discovered the weakness. It turned out they are sensitive to certain frequency. You mean to tell me all the scientists in the world couldn't figure this out? The sound of shotgun brought more creatures to the house. The movie ends here. But we don't know what happens next. They finally figure out the weakness and they are able to eliminate all the creatures and save the humanity. These are just some of the plot holes. If you can get past all these plot holes, it is a very good movie. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe to this channel.